Walt Disney is known for many magical movies and characters, but very few people know that what he contributed to our country was not just memorable cartoons, but support of our troops during World War II, using his talents and brightening people's day to increase patriotism during rough times. It all started on December 8th, the day right after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, when U.S. Army troops requisitioned Walt Disney Studios in Burbank, California. This inspired Disney to figure out what else he could do in support of the war effort. He came up with the idea of using his multitude of characters to create military videos and educational shorts. Throughout the 1940s, newspapers reported on Disney's involvement with the war, some even saying that by 1943, 90% of the studio's work was for the government. It was reported that Disney Studios produced 400,000 feet of film, which is around 68 hours. One of the most controversial pieces of propaganda Disney produced was Der Führer's face, which came out in 1943 and used the faces of enemy leaders and contorted them into characters. The plot consisted of Donald Duck, who was having a nightmare, forced to work in German arms factory, where he was mistreated and forced to salute the enemy leaders. After the bombs he worked on turned to snakes, he wakes up in red and white striped pajamas and hugs a miniature Statue of Liberty. The short's main theme was patriotism, giving the feeling of being glad to be an American. Many people, however, believe that there was some racial dehumanization with the way the leaders were made to look, and this is what makes the short controversial. Also in 1943, the New York Times commented on Donald Duck in particular being a kind of ambassador to the effort, as well as American patriotism, both at home and abroad, after his cartoon of Commando Duck became popular. Although, Disney himself could also be said to be the ambassador, and he was quoted saying, "I don't like this prophet during war, and people are out there giving up their lives." One project he created that was free of charge, and possibly the most well-known, was the development of Disney-themed insignias. Insignias are military emblems and patches. Artists ended up designing over 1,200 insignias for many different military branches, including the WASP, which are Women's Air Force Service pilots, and the famous Flying Tigers. The insignia were possibly the most effective moral booster, reminding soldiers of home. He also commissioned artists to paint nose art on aircraft and put his famous characters on the borders of war bond certificates designed for kids. Overall, no matter what his tactics were, Disney will always be remembered not only by his inspirational movies and beloved characters, but also through his dedication to his country and using his company for good. His combination of educational films, shorts, propaganda, artistry on bonds and aircraft, insignia, etc., helped give not only America, but the troops far from home much needed hope.